No problem for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
Oh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Another 0-2 home. And he just barely makes contact there as this is fouled at the plate, and it remains 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And he just misses with a curveball.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
In now, Matt O'Brien, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here it comes. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
In there, 2-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. The 3-2 one more time. In the air to straightaway center field. Falling for it. Hits. And the inning is over. Ready now, Douglas Fairhurst. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Douglas Fairhurst.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Jesse Pitts.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Jesse Pitts is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 24 home runs for him on the season as they move on top 4-0.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Now batting.
Stepping in now,
fielder,
Jeremy Pitts. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. A little roller toward the hole. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, First baseman.
Digging in once again,
Albrecht.
Sean Albrecht comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Now at the plate, Robert Endo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Pensacola. Catcher, Robert Endo.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Striding in,
Right fielder
James
number 15.
Clem. He's 0 for 1
James
thus far.
Clem.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He pulls this one into right, and there's their first hit of the game.
Now batting, designated hitter, Steve Moya.
Standing in now, Steve Moya. This is line to left. Fairhurst is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Bruno Alaniz is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
The 2-0 on the way. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, he doesn't have any walks yet. He's going to have to come in the zone right here and really avoid throwing that first walk of the game.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into
Baseman.
stepping into the box. Quincy Gonzalez. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
2 down, runners at first and second. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now another 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Casey
attention,
Easel
please.
takes over to start
Now
the 6th inning on the
pitching
mound.
For the Blue Wahoos, number 31, Casey Easel.
John Pitts will be the first one to greet him
Leading
here
off
as he'll
for the
be forced to
Biscuits,
turn around and hit
right
from the
fielder,
left side now.
John Pitts.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Hit hard down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, that right there is perfect for taking the ball inside and shooting it the other way. You hear that terminology, hands inside the ball. The only way you're going to do that is to pull your hands in hard and stay inside the baseball. Nice piece of hitting.
Darryl Costello is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Connor Pitts. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Clem is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Frederick Rosa comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here it comes, 0-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Digging in to try it again, Fernando Avila. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning. I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Chopped in front of home plate. And he's retired 1 away.
The left fielder, number 7, Brian Perky.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Perky. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Jesus
Ready
Sanchez.
once again, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1.
Look, Matt, he's done a nice job getting those first 2 outs. I mean, look, this is a good hitting team. And now you got the 2-hitter coming to the middle of the order. but you can limit the damage by getting those first 2 outs. I think he's limited the damage so far this inning.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Pitts has got it, and the side is retired. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen
Leading
now.
off for the Biscuits, shortstop, John Crowder.
John Crowder stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, he tried to double up with him on fastball. Showed him one. He got the next one. He measured the first one and timed the second one for the base hit.
Fairhurst.
Into the box, Douglas Fairhurst. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 delivery. Ball 2. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Crowder is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
Into the box now, Jesse Pitts. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Spin and a throw back to second, and he'll get back in standing. A runner at second, nobody out. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
He's clearly looking on the outside half right there. The check swing means he recognized that ball pretty good.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
That's a tough pitch to recognize. A backdoor cutter, you just don't see that very often.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Ready for another chance? Jeremy Pitts.
Jeremy Pitts.
Here comes the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Squared that one up just a little late.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gonzalez in foul ground, 1 out.
Great scoring opportunity miss right
Now
there.
batting,
You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
From the stretch, John Pitts is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. The 0-1 line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Pitts rounds third and is digging for the plate, and the rout is officially underway. It is 7-0. Striding in once again, Darryl Costello, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. 3 runs already home here. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Clem is going to get there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Digging in once again, Matt O'Brien. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. One-0 count. Here it is. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here's another 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make him swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
And a rather easy first out.
Now batting, catcher, Robert Endo.
Now at the plate, Robert Endo. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, he's thrown over 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters in the game right now. That's why he's pitching late in the game. He's getting ahead of guys, and then you can manipulate as you move forward.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Right fielder number 15, James.
Digging in and looking for more, James Clem. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters. Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is retired. Steve Alfonso enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
23, Steve Alfonso.
Hit out toward second. Alanis takes it in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter.
So coming to the plate, Frederick Rosas. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. O'Brien is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter,
so striding forward now, John Crowder. He's 2 for 3 thus far. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Clem is after it. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Now at the plate, Steve Moya. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And now against his body, a jump throw. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Well, that was a pretty play by the shortstop. Some people think it's a hot dog play, but that's the best way to jump and get. Get rid of the ball. He just wasn't able to get it there in time before the batter got there.
First delivery to him on the way. Bruno Alanis stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Another one sent foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Fair-handed for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly two away now.
Just a two-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier than that, and they roll up your basic 6-4-3 double play.
Stepping in now, Quincy Gonzalez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Pitts sprinting after it, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
In the air out to left. Moving under it, Fairhurst. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Stepping in, Douglas Fairhurst. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. The pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Now in the box, Jesse Pitts. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Swinging a soft liner. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, center fielder, Jeremy Pitts.
So striding in, Jeremy Pitts. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Well, clearly he's not sitting changeup with that swing. I like the early changeup. Now it sets up your fastball and all your other off-speed stuff.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Vince Law comes on to start the inning, and he'll have a huge lead to work with. Striding into the box, Fernando Avila starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
He threw that ball right by him. When you got a guy throwing that hard, you got to really just think about using your hands and just spread out and let your hands fly. They're going to be quicker than your bat is going to get to the ball.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here he comes again. 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. He'll try again. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. At the plate, Brian Perky.
Left fielder, Brian Perky.
And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Brian Perky goes down, and they've got only one out left to work with. Jesus Sanchez is at the plate as he watches ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul. This is line to left. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. Keith Tharp hangs win number 11 on his line, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasker.